Hey guys, it is Leah, Family Heritage Living, and I don't know, I just had some thoughts. I was thinking about Pantry and stuff and all the events that's going on in our country and worldwide. And the last video I talked about how our pantry has been depleted for some time, and our pantry is harder to put up because we only eat organics. Everybody knows we only eat organics, or at the least non-GMO, and we keep that limited because, in case you didn't know, if something is part of the non-GMO project, it's great. It's not a genetically modified seed that it's been grown from, or it hasn't been fed genetically modified grains if it is an animal product. But what a lot of people don't realize is that the growers can still use glyphosate on those crops. So you're still getting like one of the most harmful things from the whole GMO industry, and that's the glyphosate, the Roundup. So my point, and that's one reason why our pantry, one reason why our pantry is depleted, is because that it is expensive, and we just have not been in the situation with all of the changes that have been happening over the past few years to replenish that, and it hasn't been priority. I'm just going to be honest. I mean, when something's priority, you make it happen, right? And it hasn't been priority because of all the changes. So now that it's time to prioritize it, I'm kind of in this, this state of not getting stressed out. And this is why, because there have been so much bad growing season going on throughout the U.S. Michigan has been hit really hard. Now, for us, here's the thing, though, okay? So much of the crops, very few of the crops are organic in our area. And you go to the stores and you're going to see prices going up, and you're going to see that certain things that are harder to get. And those will be massively affected. But unfortunately, the organic crops are affected too, just not to the extent because there aren't as many. So we're still going to see the price go up. Which leads me to, if you watch any YouTube channels, everybody's saying, go get stocked, go get stocked. Have you seen the grocery stores? They're depleted. You better get ready. If you got animals, watch out. And I think on one hand that's good, but because we do need to sound the alarm, because I do agree with them. We need to be preparing. But on the other hand, I think depending on how it's done, it can create fear, especially for people who really have never stocked up or who are vulnerable right now. And that's what we don't want. We don't want to create fear. We want to empower with a feeling of control with whatever we have. And I think one of the best things to do is to say, you know what, if you are new to this, or if you are restarting this whole thing, you've got to look at what's feasible to do. Right now you may eat, I'm trying to think here, instant oatmeal. And so of course in your mind you're thinking, well, how much instant oatmeal do I need to put up for a year or 2 years or 10 years? And of course that becomes an astronomical price, right? So what simple thoughts would be to transfer for more than just cost-wise, because instant oatmeal is not good for you, or what you really need is the whole oat, whether it's been left as an old-fashioned thick oat or chopped up for a quick oat. So you need to transfer your way of eating to something like that, because I'm going to tell you what, even organic, I can go out or I order it from the bulk store that we purchase from, and I can get a 50-pound bag of organic oatmeal for like $55, $1 a pound, and then plus shipping. And it's nothing compared to what you're paying for in the store. And in the store you might be able to get a non-GMO oatmeal, because I've gotten that when I've had to. But the thing is adjusting your likes and your dislikes for longevity, not for an emergency situation. Because we're not preppers, okay? We're not preppers, but what we are what are we if we're not preppers? I don't have a prepping mentality, because I think that everything we do should be a way of life. And if it's a way of life now, then it's just going to be that way when times are tough, right? So, um, another thing you can do, instead of buying instant potatoes or frozen potatoes or dehydrated potatoes, you could buy potatoes, and right now is a good time of year to get them. Potatoes are one of those things that really should be organic, but if not, again, I understand everybody's different, but at the very least, if you can transfer your diet to a whole food, okay? So let's say you don't want to go organic. Let's say that that's not an issue for you, you're okay with it. Then you should still transfer your diet to a whole food. Okay, because economically it's going to empower you. If you're, if your grocery money is always that one thing, the one thing you can adjust, and it always comes down, starts here and it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Whole food gives you more of a freedom. It gives you more of a freedom, and even though if you're not going to be organic, it's still a healthier option for you than the processed foods. Buying flour to make cake from scratch, to make egg noodles from scratch, to make dumplings from scratch, to make bread from scratch. Economically, those are things that I think people really need to start looking into, or of course they should have been looking into it all along, but those are things that if you haven't done it before, you should look into it as an option so that you can start to cushion your pantry, but also let it be affordable. And there's for us, like sometimes, dropping $50 at one time on one item, that's huge. I understand that. But then you get a game plan going for that week, or however you shop. If you shop bi-weekly, get yourself a game plan and forego, the packaged products, or forego something that would be considered a luxury food, something that's not life sustainable, that doesn't give nutrients. Forego that for a bulk quantity of something that would be actually, beneficial to you in a situation where, food was hard to get, or food is so expensive you can't get it. Basically, I just have a really short video today. I'm missing home, and I'm missing doing videos, and I'm missing, just all types of stuff. So I thought, well, I'll jump on here and just share some thoughts I'm having right now about this, because it is important to do. But don't let fear drive you. Let a change of lifestyle drive you. If you've already had the lifestyle change, then just encourage yourself that you've done it before, you can do it again. If your pantry's empty now, it can be stocked again. We just have to take little steps to get momentum going. So, all right, well, my camera battery's flashing, so I'm going to get off here before I lose it. God bless everybody, and we will talk soon.